There are about as many ways to play the new Arceus V-STAR from Brilliant Stars as there are types in the Pokemon trading card game. But by far, one of my favorite ways to play Arceus V-STAR is with Duraludon VMAX. This list is incredibly cool. It uses Cramomatic and Boost Shake to get either a turn 1 Arceus V-STAR or a turn 1 Duraludon VMAX. You can accelerate energy onto your Duraludon VMAX with Arceus V-STAR's Trinity Nova attack, and then you can even use Arceus V-STAR's Starbirth ability to get the perfect hand to pull off a single strike style mustard so that you can go get a Duraludon VMAX straight from the deck and put it onto your bench to force the magical 8 prize game. If your opponent knocks out an Arceus V-STAR and then all you have in play is 2 Duraludon VMAX, your opponent will still need to knock out both Duraludon VMAX in order to win the game. I really like this list and I can't wait to show it off in action. But before we get to the gameplay, let's head on over to FullGripGames.com. FullGripGames.com is the #1 place to buy Pokemon trading card game singles and sealed product. We've got super fast shipping and top-notch grading. You really won't find better service anywhere in the industry than at FullGripGames.com, and we are always buying bulk and singles here at the shop. So if you've got some extra cards lying around your house and you're trying to get some cash for them or store credit, make sure to scope out the Full Grip Games buy list. I got a video here on the buy list page explaining just how to submit a buy list. It's super easy to do. You just fill out the buy list with the cards you want to sell us, you send us the cards, and we send you the cash or the store credit. Selling your extra cards to Full Grip Games directly supports the content I create here on Tricky Jim. Now, let's scope out that Duraludon VMAX deck in action. Good luck, Jesse.
Good luck, you as well.
Okay, start Duraludon V, and I'll draw for turn. Unfortunately, no Boost Shake in the opening hand, but I know how sad. I know. Like, what am I doing? I'm gonna quick ball away Marnie and just go get an Arceus V. Start to get set up, and then I've got a nice double turbo energy in my hand, which I can commit to the Arceus V, and an Ultra Ball, which I can use to go get a Arceus V-STAR next turn. So I'm going to attach the double turbo energy to Arceus V, and then pass things over to you.
We'll draw. Okay, a quick ball. Now we're talking. Let's see. I don't think I need the energy switch. I'm going to discard that. Go grab me an Eternatus. Let's see here. So I want to play the switch to put Arceus in, or Eternatus in the active. It's got 220 HP, so even with the choice belt, you're not one-shotting it, which is nice. So I'm going to switch, play Galar Mine, and then Marnie.
Cool.
One of the things I do not like about Eternatus is the lack of good stadiums in the deck. This is honestly like your best stadium, because you need a stadium to counter Path to the Peak.
Right. Have to. That's a must, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I get 4.
5. Okay, hit the Dark Energy. Sick. Another card that Eternatus loves is Ultra Ball, so you can play down your hand for bigger Crobats. So I really like that.
Yeah.
Let's go Hiding Dark. I will, let's see, you've got 280, so I'm going to Headbutt Tantrum your benched Arceus.
Yep.
And then Dark Asset for 4 cards.
Sure.
Looking for... What am I looking for? Ooh, I would like an energy so I could Power Accelerator, but that's okay.
We got some questions about the sleeves that we're using today. Yep, these are Dragon Shield sleeves. I'm using the Snow Duels, and
I have just
the Night Blue, I think?
purple.
Purple. Oh, just purple.
Nice. Yep, these are not the dual mats.
Not the dual mats, just purple.
Yep.
Yeah, not Nebula. The Nebula sleeves
Nebula's a little brighter.
really pretty, actually. I love the Nebula I called it flavor. Yeah, the Nebula colorway. But you can see, yeah, this is the difference between the Nebula and the purple.
Yeah.
Nebula is a little bit brighter. But yeah, the Snow Duels are super
Yeah, I love the Snow Duels.
slick,
I have
honestly.
one of my other decks sleeved in that.
Yeah,
They shuffle real
Arceus
nice.
looks great in the Snow Duels.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's like, you know, the nice contrast. You get the white and the black. It's really cool.
I don't really want to leave this thing in the active, but I don't want to have to... Actually, I have Scoop Up Nets in the deck. I think I maybe will. I don't want this thing to get smacked for free, so I'm going to switch Retreat to Zigzagoon.
Yep.
And then pass.
Sounds good. And draw for turn. And I have got some good stuff going on. I'm going to attach a Metal Energy to my Arceus V. And with the 10 damage here on the Arceus, does fix up the math just right for Eternatus to be able to do 270 damage to my Arceus V-Star and take a knockout. So I do like that placement of the damage. I'm going to Ultra Ball and search out an Arceus V-Star. There's Wormadam. Arceus V-Star should be loading up here momentarily.
I'm sorry, but what an ugly Pokemon.
No, Wormadam's dope. Wormadam's so sick.
I'm sorry. I can't. Some Pokemon that I think are ugly at first, they grow on me, but I'm sorry. Ever since that Pokemon was released in Gen 5, I think it was, or Gen 4.
I love that artwork on the Wormadam. I think that that artwork and that card specifically is gonna turn my heart on Wormadam. I think I'm gonna become a real Wormadam fan.
All right.
Okay, so we've got Arceus V-Star, gonna evolve my Arceus V into Arceus V-Star, and then play Marnie. I've got no hands to shuffle and put on the bottom of my deck, so I'm just gonna finish shuffling from my previous deck search, just a little bit more, a couple cuts. And then I'll draw 5, and you get 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. And this is pretty cool. Let's I could just use the Arceus V-Star's Starbirth ability if I want to, but that feels like something I really want to save for later in the game if I can manage. So I think I am going to this is kind of cool. All right, okay. I see. Let's let's attempt Crymomatic. I'm going to attempt Crymomatic, and I'm going to attempt it with the Quick Ball. See if I can go find... Yeah, nice.
Look at this guy.
Love it. Man, that brings me back. Reminds me of, like, Pika Pads.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was dope.
Pika Pads was sick.
Yeah. Okay, and I think that... I have an Escape Rope, and I have a Switch in the deck. But it looks like maybe I prized the Escape Rope. So, potentially...
Really strong here.
It would be, but then I'm also, like, not taking a KO. You probably just send up the Eternatus, and then, you know...
Or those.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just going to grab the Switch. And taking a single prize on Galarian Zigzagoon is definitely not bad. So we'll do it. And then that way I get to preserve my... I'm going to switch into Arceus. Yeah, that way I get to preserve my my V-Star ability. So I didn't have to use the V-Star ability, which is very nice. And then I'm going to put Big Charm on my Arceus V-Star to get it out of range, you know, I guess without a choice spell, which seems like a decent place to use it.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to use the Trinity Nova attack to take a knockout on the Galarian Zigzagoon, and I get to accelerate 3 energy from my deck to my Pokemon V in any way I like. So I'm going to get 2 Metal and a Fighting.
It's pretty good.
And accelerate them to my benched Duraludon V.
All right, well, I got to hit a lot of stuff here, so that's how Eternatus always feels. I feel like I got to hit so much, but
right.
We're going to give it a shot. All right, draw. Okay, we got the energy, so... Man, it feels so bad, but all right, let's attach there. Got Choice Belt, and then I have to Marnie.
Okay. What I really love about this Duraludon deck also, with the one of Mustard in the deck, right? You can use Arceus's V-Star ability to go force the Mustard play.
Yeah.
Which is super cool because you can just whip out a Pokemon VMAX from the deck out of nowhere. Right, yeah, which is kind of insane.
Ultra Ball for Eternatus VMAX. There he is. And then we're going to Crobat for 6.
And hope to hit it all.
We need... Let's see. We need 4 basics. Yep. Because you hit that Big Charm. Without the Big Charm, you only needed 3 more basics. But yeah.
And Big Charm is actually quite good on Arceus as well as the Duraludon VMAX in matchups where your opponent can hit that perfect math on Duraludon VMAX. Putting that Duraludon VMAX up, you got it, Jesse.
No. I almost have it. I'm one short.
Oh.
But I honestly don't even know if I would do it because I'd have to bench 2 Crobats without using the ability.
That does feel quite bad.
Well, actually, let me think. If I get a Zigzagoon out, that's going to be, let's see, 1, 2, 3. That's 270. And you have, that'd be 280 plus 10, 290. No, you have 310. That's not going to be it.
Just trying to make more room for you.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, the prizes.
Oh, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go boom, boom, boom.
Oh, you're gonna go. Yeah, stadium seating. Okay.
I like the 8. Yeah.
The 4 and 4.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So I guess I'm just gonna chill because I'm not taking a one shot. So I'm going to just dread end for 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180.
Yep.
So you're at 190.
And that's the crazy thing about Pokemon VSTAR is that they just have so much HP for a 2-prize Pokemon.
It's
like
crazy.
this Arceus right now has 310 hit points for a 2-prize Pokemon. That
just doesn't feel fair.
Doesn't feel good, man.
It does not feel good.
All right, I've got the Gnarly Gnar going on right now. Check this out.
Oh boy.
I've got the Duraludon. I don't know. I could go for the insane greedy play. I don't know. I do like me some insanely greedy plays.
Oh, me too. Those are the best kind of plays.
The best kind of plays, right? So I think I'm going to Ultra Ball away Duraludon and Arceus V, right? And I'm going to search my deck. And I think I'm going to... Let's see. I've got 1 card left in my hand. That's fine. I think I'm going to fail the search. And then I'm going to use Arceus VSTAR's Starbirth ability.
Wow.
Which I can only use once a game. And I'm going to get 2 cards.
Any 2 cards he wants, huh?
Any 2 cards I want.
Is he going for the mustard play? I think he's going for the mustard play.
Dude.
He's going to mustard, and then he's going to accelerate onto the new...
Duraludon VMAX. I know.
Wow.
Absolutely filthy, right?
That's insane.
So I'm going to get 2 cards out of the deck. I'm going to quick ball away a Raihan.
Yep.
Yeah, that card's kind of stinky right now. I definitely don't need that. And I'm going to fail the search because I don't actually want... You want to force the 8 prize game, right? So you don't actually...
2, 3, and then another 3, that's 8.
Exactly. You don't want to bench anything else. That's why this deck plays so few Pokemon, right?
Yep.
And the 1 of Mustard, so that you can do this play without actually having the fear of putting a 2-prizer on the bench. So then I'm going to use Single Strike Mustard in order to go search my deck for a Single Strike Pokemon and slap it straight onto the bench. So this is quite exciting.
That's pretty exciting.
Yeah. So we get to search our deck for a Single Strike Pokemon, and that's the crazy thing about Mustard is that it comes straight from the deck. It doesn't even have to be in the discard pile, right?
I think the Rapid Strike has to come from the discard pile.
It does,
but
yeah.
That's so crazy. I didn't realize that when it was first printed. I was like, wait, it's like Archie's, but from the deck? Like, that seems so good. And now with Ultra Ball and Arceus VSTAR, we have so many easier ways to pull off that combo. So that's actually
Exactly. It's so much easier to pull off this combination now with Ultra Ball and Arceus VSTAR.
Yeah.
And I just forced it with the Arceus VSTAR ability, which is like a fine way to use that ability because it's just making it an 8-prize game. And also, I'm going to get some maximum value out of this.
You're all set with energy burst game. A lot of time with Duraludon, its main issue, I felt like a bit in previous standard, was you being behind on energy attachments because you're having to manually attach everything. So that's like insane. Like Arceus seems like the perfect partner.
I think so. It's really good at forcing the 8-prize game, as we said. So now I'm going to use my Trinity Nova attack again to accelerate some more energy to my benched Duraludon. And since I'm swinging into an Eternatus, like I don't even really care if I'm taking a knockout. I mean, I'm setting that thing up for a KO the following turn. That's insane. And it's got 2 Hiding Darkness energies on it, so it can't touch these Duraludon.
Honestly, I'm fine attaching both to 1. I don't want to attach 1 to 1 and 1 to the other. So now that this next one's going to need 2 basics.
Yes.
Which is, so I will draw, evolve, attach basic dark here. And with Eternatus, you kind of usually like to do the same thing. You go in with an Eternatus VMAX, then a Moltres, and then another Eternatus VMAX to force 8 prizes. But since I had to give up a Zigzagoon, I'm not going to be able to do that. So what I'm going to do is Ultra Ball, Crobat, and Switch to go get me a Ziggy. And I will do 10 damage to either one of those Duraludons.
Okay.
Whichever one you'd like. Then I will Crobat for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We will do another 10 to that Duraludon, same one.
Yep.
And I think I'm chilling now. I think I'm just going to Dread End for knockout.
Sounds good. My Arceus VSTAR goes down. Jesse's going to take 2 prizes, going to just 4 prizes remaining. But I am in a pretty good spot, I have to say, since really the match is just beginning. Because Jesse has to knock out both of these.
Yeah, it's not looking good for me. I don't think it's going to be very easy to knock out these.
Massive Duraludon VMAX.
Eternatus
right?
can certainly do it, but I'm just hoping he doesn't lay down any more Big Charms. That's what I'm hoping, because Big Charm's gonna be an issue. If he doesn't get down to Big Charm, there might be a chance, but it's gonna be hard.
We're gonna start off with a Crystal Cave, so we can heal this damage right off.
Don't like that.
Is really good. And then at this point, I mean, I've got plenty of energy. We just kind of start over attaching just in case you play Crushing Hammer or something crazy like that. I'm going to Ultra Ball away, Crystal Cave, and a Research. And we're going to get just another Pokemon to thin out of the deck.
Yep.
Arceus VSTAR. And I really like that. I really like the Cramomatics in this deck, because since this deck kind of plays like a greens exploration deck. I mean, it's not for people who've been playing since the Sun and Moon era. Since it kind of plays like that kind of, big wall deck, no real built-in draw engine or anything like that. The Cramomatics give you a way to be able to search out whatever card you need on a whim. So if you need to be able to go find that game-winning boss's orders, if the Arceus is down, you can potentially Cramomatic for it.
And it turns all your boost shakes into potential discards. Kind
Exactly.
Of like VIP Pass does.
Yep.
Okay. Obviously, you're not wanting to use those after the first couple turns.
Precisely. So at this point, I'm just going to thin the deck even more. Going to Ultra Ball away Arceus V and a Boost Shake to search the deck. I've got 4 copies of Boss's Orders in this deck. So just looking for one of those. That'd be cool. But I am about to take 3 prizes with my clean Duraludon VMAX. But of course, it is a little bit scary playing against an Eternatus deck with choice belts, because
I think I'll be able to one-shot one of your Duraludons, but the second one's going to be tough.
Yeah. And then we'll do 220 damage with G-Max Pulverization for the knockouts, and we're going to take 3 prize cards, putting us down to just 2 prizes remaining.
Gallarmine. Great Ball. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What do we want out of here? I guess a Galarian Moltres is fine. So what I need is my other Zigzagoon and then 2 Scoop Up Nets.
You play Scoop Up Nets in there too.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, all right. So
yeah, it's like the Eternatus, how it was built like originally with the Zigzagoons and Scoop Up Nets. So I believe there's 3 Scoop Up Nets in here.
Cool.
At least, so 4 Zigzagoons. So I want to leave a spot for my Zigzagoon.
Yep.
Because I did prize 1 of them, so I only got 1 left. And then I don't want to attach this Hiding Dark Energy. Just going to research.
Yep, it's got to be a basic dark.
Yep. So let's see what we get here. Okay.
Typically, Eternatus is going to have an easier time knocking out VMAXs, because the difference between 320 and 330 is huge.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Very much. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, there's a bunch of Scoop Up Nets. All right, fail that. We will Quick Ball away an Ultra Ball for Zigzagoon. Go back in again. Quick Ball away Eternatus for nothing. Doesn't look like I'm going to be taking the knockout, which is very, very sad, but it is what it is. All right, let's see here. I don't have any energy in the discard. Wow. Okay. Let's attach here. Put choice. Nah. Yeah. Man, this feels so bad. I guess I'll just do 10 to that one.
Okay.
And then Dread End for 300 damage.
300, so...
Not quite enough.
Still a ton of damage, though.
Yeah,
right?
it is. It's like so close, like...
Isn't it crazy?
Not quite there.
The year is 2022, and
300, not enough.
I have 5 die on my Duraludon VMAX, all with the number 6 on them.
It looks so ridiculous, doesn't it?
Draw, and there's the game-winning boss's orders on Crobat for game.
Yep.
GG's.
Pretty good.
That is game 1, and I have to say the Duraludon VMAX deck
that flowed real nice.
Set up real smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that was I think just pretty much perfect execution. We didn't get to see the boost shake come out, unfortunately.
No shake,
but
maybe game 2.
Everything else worked out fine. We got to use Arceus VSTAR's Starbirth power to muster Duraludon into play. I was a little bit suspect of the mustard at first. I was like, am I really going to use this?
It felt a little cheesy.
It did.
Yeah.
But I think with Arceus VSTAR and the fact that you're trying to force that 8 prize game, it really makes sense.
It's kind of crazy because you can boost shake your first one and then mustard out the second one. So you're never in danger of a Duraludon V basic getting knocked out. Which is really cool. Like I was never a fan of Duraludon before. It felt way too matchup dependent.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, I really hope I don't draw bad with this pile of the deck, which is what it feels sometimes. Kind of like Eternatus. And then B, I hope I hit matchups with special energies. So, but with the Arceus, honestly, you trade really, really well. You're two-shotting everything. The 220 is perfect for not one-shotting all the Vs. Because there's a lot of good Vs now with 220 HP that are right out of range of that 210.
Yep.
So 220 is a really nice number to hit for. So yeah, it seems like a really good, really strong list.
Yeah, I was thinking at first about potentially trying to add, like, is it worth it to put choice belts in here? Is it worth it to put like a Leon in here so you could try and hit that 280 number? Yeah. But then as I was thinking about it, I was like, that's not really Duraludon's strength. Duraludon's strength is playing into its defenses, playing into that 8 prize game. So I think that's more or less what you want to focus on with the list, making sure that you can force the 8 prize game and just trying to outlast your opponent with stadiums like Crystal Cave, making sure you always have a counter to Path to the Peak and things like that.
Yeah, Crystal Cave, really, really strong. Balls.
Okay.
All right, good luck.
And good luck.
Draw for turn. All right, we got some cards to play. Let's see. Got 2 researches, so I will get rid of 1. Ultra Ball, or Quick Ball that for... still don't have an energy though. Really need to get an energy, so I need to play my hand down quite a bit. So I can Crobat. Let's just get another Eternatus. Yeah, it's fine. And then I'm gonna go back in with Ultra Ball. Discard. Definitely this card, and then I guess Quick Ball, honestly. It feels weird to do that, but I think that's the best choice. I'm going to Ultra Ball away those 2 for Galarian Moltres, and then I have 3 basics I'm just going to slam down so I can draw some cards. 2 Zigzagoons. And I'm really, really digging for that energy.
Definitely. Every energy attachment matters.
Yeah.
I mean, you do have Galarian Moltres, but it's so nice to not have to rely on that.
Oh, yeah.
To get the turn 2 attack.
Crobat for 4. All right, we're chilling.
Hey.
Why not? Go ahead.
Sounds good. And I will draw for turn. That is a sick top deck. Love it. And so we've got an Arceus V. And then I am going to play Cram-O-Matic. And this is a big flip. It's a heads.
Man.
Let's go, dude.
I can't say much. When I played Mew a couple weeks ago, I was like not flipping any tails. Oh, the boost shake.
And you know I'm going for the boost shake, but not yet, actually. I need to do something. So I forgot it ends your turn.
Yes, it does.
I'm going to get the boost shake. I have not played this card.
It's a historic moment.
Ever. Yes. So we'll attach a metal energy to Arceus V, and then I am going to it's tough because, all right, so what if you do hit the turn 2 Gust knockout on my Arceus V? I mean, that would be not great. How many cards are in your hand? 4. It's a lot to ask for. I think I'm fine to just risk it. I'm up game 1. We're chilling. I'm going to put the Crystal Cave down, and then
I did discard a boss last turn. And
you
I
did?
only play 3, so I only got 2 left.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, and then we're going to
Boost shake. Boost.
and here we go into Duraludon
Man.
VMAX,
I
and
had
it's healed
special
because of
energy.
the
Yeah.
yep. And you
Look
got
at
a
that.
special energy, and there we go. Turn 1, Duraludon VMAX
Wow.
with the boost shake. Let's go.
That's insane.
That's crazy. We Cram-O-Matic for it and everything, like all the good decks do.
Oh, yeah.
We just got exactly what we wanted by flipping a coin for it.
That's kind of crazy that those 2 cards, like when I first read both of those cards, I honestly didn't think they'd be in any good standard decks, and now they're both in the same deck, which is like really crazy.
Kind of crazy. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna draw.
Yep.
Evolve. Headbutt, Tantrum. Let's see. 30, 60, 90, 120, 50, 180, 210. So I'll just do 10 to the active.
Sure.
Since I'm already one-shotting the benched one. Actually, no, I'll do it to the benched one, because you're probably just going to heal it off anyways if I don't hit an energy. And then I have to just research, so I'm not bossing, fortunately.
Cool.
So I'm not doing any damage this turn. It feels really bad, but, you know.
Well, what if you get energy switch? Do you play an energy switch?
Yes.
Okay.
But I just discarded it, and I only played 2. So, yeah.
Not likely, right?
Yeah, no. And I'd also need to get an energy into the discard, plus hit another energy. So, yeah, that's not going to happen. Yeah, no, I think I'm just going to go for the conservative play and just attach a dark here.
Yep.
And then I don't want this thing to get smacked for free, so I'm just going to retreat into something that I could scoop up net if you don't knock it out. And then I'm just going to pass.
Okay.
Yeah.
Draw. Ooh, it's a good top deck. Okay. I am going to use Escape Rope
Yes.
for something else up. Cool. And I'm going to put up my Arceus V. Either way, I'm choosing Arceus V, so it doesn't matter.
Right.
Yeah.
So I actually think, nah, I'll just give you this excuse. It's fine.
Cool. And then I'm going to evolve into Arceus VSTAR. And I do not have anything in my hand, so it is definitely time to use that VSTAR ability. So we are going to use Starbirth, and we're going to go search our deck for 2 cards and put them into my hand. I would love to Mustard, but I'm also not trying to miss the attack. I need to attack.
Yeah.
So the Mustard play, unfortunately, is not going to be the most.
Probably just grab a double turbo and a research.
Like a research. Yep, because my hand is quick ball. So we're close, but can't quite do it. So yeah, we're gonna get the double turbo and the research. And again, you don't actually have to show your opponent.
Nope.
But it's it's a friendly exhibition match. So
and he's playing them down immediately anyways. So
precisely. Yep, you're gonna see very clearly what those two cards were.
But I've seen so many people at like regionals and stuff when they do in a search for a card that they don't need to show, they show it, and you definitely there is strategy to not showing it, because say you have like a 5-card hand, like you put those 2 cards in your hand and your opponent doesn't know if those cards you played were already in your hand or if you grabbed them off of whatever the search, the computer search usually and expanded, or that ability. So it's to your advantage to not show your opponent.
Exactly. And that's the only time where you don't have to show your opponent is if it's like grab 2 cards from your deck. It's like if they're trainer cards, you got to show them. If they're Pokemon cards, you got to show them.
And we have so many of those in format now. I think it's good for people to know the Arceus ability and Cram-O-Matic. Yep.
You don't have to reveal the.
You don't have to show. Yep.
Yep. Cool. All right. So then I am going to attach the double turbo and research away the quick ball in my hand to draw 7 cards. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Cool. And then I think at this point, since I'm probably not going to be able to set up I don't want to have to depend on setting up the mustard play, since I wasn't able to use my VSTAR for the mustard. So I'm going to start setting up my other Duraludon if it's in the deck. I'm going to Ultra Ball away Booshake and Arceus VSTAR. And see, yes, the other Duraludon V is in the deck. So now I am going to use my Trinity Nova attack to do 180 damage, knock out the Galarian Zigzagoon, and I'm going to accelerate a fighting and 2 metal energy. Oh boy. To my benched guy over here.
A little light on energy there.
A little light. Oh, that's fine. There's a couple in my hand. Okay, we're cool. But it's fine. The deck doesn't play a ton of energy, but it does play 10, which is usually enough.
Yeah.
And then we'll take our prize, go to 5 prizes remaining, and it's going to be your turn.
All right, draw. So we'll do 10 to the benched one with energy on it.
Yep.
And then bench that. Bench. I have the knockout, which is nice, but I'm thinking for next turn. Deciding whether I want to Marnie or research. I think I'm probably just going to Marnie. So I'm gonna Ultra Ball or research. I'm gonna Ultra Ball those 2, then the deck a little bit. I'm doing 270 right now. I kind of like leaving a bench spot open, so I don't think I'm just gonna get cards that I don't need. I'm gonna grab Eternatus VMAX, and then quick ball away that for another card I don't need. Keep these Crobats in the deck in case I get Marnied for a Eternatus. And then I'm going to research. And all I'm looking for is like some energy and a boss for next turn. So I'm not going to bench that. I'm going to research for 7. Cool. And I want to get basic energies down. So I'm going to attach a dark energy to the VMAX. And yeah, that is 270 damage. So I will do
perfect.
Boom, 270 for the knockout. Dread End.
See, do you need an 8th Pokemon down to do?
Nope, that's 270 right there.
Oh, with the choice belt. I didn't see the choice belt. Excellent. Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's kind of
that is a clean KO thanks to the new choice belt tool card, which is fantastic in that Eternatus VMAX.
Yeah, definitely.
I really like that.
Letting me keep a
easing up the
bench
space
spot open is nice.
Super good. Cool. So that's tough because now I only got to use Trinity Nova once, so I have to start manually attaching to this benched Duraludon V. And draw for turn. And with 5 prizes left to take, I think it makes sense for me, I'm going to use my Crystal Cave to heal.
Yep.
To knock out a VMAX and then try to gust for game.
Sure.
You're probably going to try and come up with the Eternatus VMAX that you're loading basic energy on, but I don't feel like it's necessarily great for me to use a boss's orders this turn because I want to continue setting up.
If anything, you could just boss's order up a V right now.
Yeah, but that also feels kind of bad. I can just save that for later.
True.
I'm going to Marnie because I'm 2-hit KOing a VMAX no matter what, right?
Yeah.
So if I'm 2-hit KOing a
it's usually
VMAX,
better to save the boss for like the last attack.
the game-winning play usually is, kind of the...
Because then your opponent can kind of play around it. Like
Exactly.
I get smacked. He smacks my VMAX. I just retreat to a new one, force him to have the boss.
Exactly. You could still force me to have the boss's orders, at a later point. So
Yeah.
I think it makes more sense to draw cards and try to set up another Duraludon VMAX. Also just see more options. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. And I do find another Duraludon VMAX, which is quite good. And then we're at the part of the game where I just start using G-Max Pulverization for 220 damage.
E plus 40 is 220. All right, draw. You're going to start by playing this.
Okay.
And let's see here. Okay, I just wanted to check something. Let's see. I'm definitely putting this here. And then I am going to switch, even though I could just retreat, but I want to play my hand down.
Yep.
To the one with basic energy on it. And then I will Crobat for 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would really actually kind of want to Ultra Ball because I want to get energy in the discard, so Galarian Moltres could potentially use its attack. So I'm going to Ultra Ball away 2 Dark Energies. Go search for a Crobat. And might as well. I'm good on energy. You don't play Crushing Hammer, so I'm fine to get rid of some extra energy. No big deal. Dire Flame Wings. And then I will put on Choice Belt. And just... It's rough because the only way I'm taking a one-shot is if I research here and grab all 3 scoop-up nets, which I honestly don't think is going to happen. So I'm not going to go for that. I'd rather save the other card in my hand right now. So I'm just going to Dread End for 300 damage.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. 300 damage. We need 5 die. Here
I was hoping
go.
you didn't evolve the bench Duraludon because I was going to boss up that. And then I'd make my game a lot easier. But now it's going to be rough because I'm basically having to take like 4 more attacks to be able to win the game.
Yeah. All right. We're going to put the cave down and heal. That at least puts me out of range of getting like Zigzagoon finessed, which is quite good. I've got a fighting energy for my Duraludon VMAX and a little bit of a tough spot, but I do have to just swing for 220 damage. I know that this Duraludon is probably going to be going down. We are kind of butting up against the draw power of this deck right now, since we don't have any board-based draw. You're really dependent on those top decks.
True. Honestly, not really much else I need to do than just kind of swing, but I am gonna need someone to attack with after this. I wish I kind of would have. I didn't think I'd need a 30 Eternatus VMAX, but it would be nice to have right now. But let's think about this. I'm gonna start with a Dire Flame Wings. And then I'm thinking, like, what if I... Nah, I think I'm just going to attach this here.
Yep.
And I think the best thing is just to attack again. So I'm just going to Dread End.
Sounds
and
good.
I'm going to hope that you, like, just don't have another energy.
Have the
just
energy
don't
in my hand,
have...
which is...
Because if you don't, I mean, if this thing lives, I think I could win next turn.
I agree. Okay. All right. So Jesse's going to go down to just 1 prize remaining. My hand is not looking good. Draw. This is insane. Okay. What a top deck. Ultra Ball. Away these cards. Last card in my hand is Single Strike Style Mustard. And
I know it doesn't feel right. It feels like you should have to get a Pokemon, but the card doesn't read that way. So
it doesn't read. It says if you search your deck. So you can search your deck for Single Strike Pokemon and put it onto your bench.
Because the discard pile is different, because that's public knowledge.
Exactly.
The deck is not public knowledge. So I think that has something to do with it.
Exactly. And then the thing is that your deck is private knowledge. So it says if you search your deck, you can draw 5 cards, right? So it doesn't say if you put a Pokemon into play this way. It says if you searched your deck.
Yeah.
Right? So since I do search my deck with a Single Straw Mustard, I don't actually have to get a Duraludon. It's better for me not to get the Duraludon because Jesse could gust it up.
Stall him.
And stall it, and I don't play a lot of Switch in this deck. So we're going to fail the search with the Mustard, but I do still get to draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the last card is a Metal Energy, which is absolutely huge. I'm going to quick ball away an Arceus V to thin the deck a little bit more.
If Moltres had like 10 more HP, that would be sick.
And then I am going to use Duraludon VMAX's.
Sure you don't want to bench that Arceus for him? You might need another Pokemon.
Pulverization for the knockout, and I'm going to take 3 prize cards, going to just 2 prize cards remaining. And what's crazy about this Duraludon VMAX deck is that Jesse only has 1 prize left to take, but there is just a Duraludon VMAX with 330 HP standing in the way.
This is rough. I have Energy Search. Like, if I had another Eternatus, I could just attach Energy Search, but and I don't have a way. If I had a way to get this Hiding Dark off, that would also be really good. Yeah, I'm just going to promote this since it has free retreat. I'm going to draw. I'm going to... Let me just make sure there isn't a way out of this. I don't think there is. I'm going to Dire Flame Wings, and then... You know what's kind of crazy is if I get a Stadium in play, it makes me have... No, wait, the Hiding Dark always has... Never mind. I was thinking the Hiding Dark made me have 2 less retreat. It's just, I have free retreat.
It's tough. You can't attack with Galarian Moltres because the Galarian Moltres will just get return KO'd.
Yep.
You really needed me to whip that energy there. That was a crazy series of events.
So I'm going to attach to the Zigzagoon. I'm going to energy switch onto the Zigzagoon.
This is epic.
And then I'm going to scoop up net. 10 damage there.
Okay, I love this.
And then I'm going to...
Is this the extremely rare Galarian Zigzagoon play?
It's honestly, I think, the best play. So, Dark Asset for 3, 2, 3. Galar Mine.
Yep.
Great Ball.
And what the Zigzagoon... Since I have 2 prizes left, right? The Zigzagoon could theoretically soften up the Duraludon VMAX for a huge knockout.
That's what I'm going for.
Later.
But I honestly, I don't know.
I mean, because your bench is jammed.
Yeah.
You can't promote a Pokemon that's worth 2 prizes. This is like the only thing you can do.
Yep. We're going to play it out. Research. 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I'm going to retreat for free. And use Surprise Attack.
Okay, for 30 damage.
Flip a coin. If Tails attack does nothing.
Oh, that's right.
Heads.
30
so damage.
40 on the Duraludon. I'm going to draw.
I still don't think I could win next turn, but...
Dude, I don't have the boss's orders. This is crazy. How many cards are in your hand?
7.
7. Okay, so I think I am just going to attach the Metal Energy, and then I am going to Marnie.
Okay.
And hope that I can find a Crystal Cave, right?
You get the Crystal Cave, I'm scooping my cards.
Oh yeah, that's the that's the goal. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No cave. All right, so the plot thickens.
Yes.
And, I mean, you have a Hiding Darkness on the Eternatus.
Yeah.
How does it only have 1 energy now?
Because I energy switched it off.
Okay, that's right. Okay. So, you have no way of getting this off of the Eternatus. You would have to... Yeah, there's
nothing I can do.
There's nothing you can
do.
But
I'm playing it out just
for sure. It is making it interesting.
Yeah.
The Moltres is doing,
220.
220. It's close.
Still gonna be short. That's what I was saying. If I had another
yeah.
Eternatus, I would be big chilling because then I would set up math. But
so we're gonna Duraludon VMAX and take that knockout, going to just 1 prize remaining.
Scoop up net. 5. We would put them up to 5, and then we switch to this, and then we Crobat for 4, and then that's not enough. So retreat, and then I'll do Aura Burn for 220 damage to put you at 270, but then you got the knockout.
Close, but unfortunately,
not quite.
Or fortunately, whichever way you're looking at it, Duraludon VMAX taking the win with G-Max Pulverization for game.
Nice.
That was a pretty wild display. I mean, the Duraludon VMAX deck, it felt like...
You had a lot of things going... That deck had a lot of stuff going for it, for sure.
It does feel like at some points you're kind of like, really hoping that the top deck buffs out. It is one of those slower kind of decks that... I mean, it's faster now.
It can still get into those awkward hands.
Yeah.
Definitely. Like, if you weren't able to play out of that mustard hand, you definitely would have been struggling. But, yeah, you need so much less now to be able to pull off your strategy. I mean, just one... It's crazy how, like, one Arceus attack is just, like, it puts everything on your opponent. It's like, okay, you got a 2-prize Pokemon to deal with. And if you don't take a knockout on it, I'm going to accelerate onto another Pokemon. So I got both my Pokemon ready to go. It feels like Pikarom, when like Pikarom would like, they would not, Pikarom was such a frail tag team, like 204 HP, that like, it felt so good when your opponent wasn't one-shotting it, because you would just set up your whole board for like the rest of the game. So you could play off the board so well. That's how Arceus feels to me in that way. And like, and even with ADP, like, when you would attack with ADP and they wouldn't one-shot it, you would just accelerate onto 2 Zacians, and think about how strong it would be to have 2 Zacians fully charged up as well as your Arceus ADP in the active position. So like, that's how it feels. It's really strong, and only giving up 2 prizes.
That's it for the Duraludon versus the Eternatus VMAX matchup.
I'm putting my Eternatus back in the binder, that's for sure.
Back in the binder.
Sorry, guys. That's not the best matchup for the deck, but I'm sure it would do better against maybe like an Arceus Ice Rider. That maybe would have been a better matchup for it. But, it wasn't completely hopeless. I just need to like hope he misses a beat. And usually when you're trying to hope your opponent misses a beat, that usually means this is probably a bad matchup. So, I'm going to put that deck away for a while.
I think that's fine. We've got a lot of really other cool decks to show off today, so I'm definitely stoked about that. Thank you guys all so much for being here, for enjoying the stream with us today.
And that's it for Arceus VSTAR featuring Duraludon VMAX. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/TrickyJim, where I stream live Pokemon trading card game content just like this every single weekday. And y'all have a busted day. Peace.